Most people significantly underestimate the impact of losses on their investments, and they tend to think of average return over time as opposed to actual returns. This isn't surprising because most estimates of future returns by the financial services industry are on an average return basis. Now our question should be, why? So let's look at it. We have two accounts, and the first one we're going to profile is account A. And let's say in account A we have $100,000, and we average a 4.5% compounded rate of return. In this example, we are showing a 15-year time period from 1999 to 2013. At that interest rate, based on what we just learned with the Rule of 72, we will double our money in 16 years. So at the end of the 15th year, we have $193,000. That's account A. Here's account B. In this account, we're going to profile a 4.5% actual rate of return. And I'm going to go ahead and preface this. This is showing the S&P 500 numbers for this 15-year time period, 1999 to the end of 2013. And the actual numbers, if we add up all the positive years and subtract all the negative years and divide that number by 15, we will get 4.6%. Why do we have 4.5 illustrated here? Well, because 4.5 goes into the Rule of 72 a lot easier than 4.6. It's 16 years. Now, when we examine these numbers, the $100,000 in 1999 fared us very well. We had nearly a 20% return. But after 3 devastating years, many of you may recall, $100,000 wasn't worth $100,000 again until 2005. Why? Because we experienced nearly a 50% drop in the S&P 500 in 2000, 2001, and 2002. Many were excited about the rebound in 2003, but again, we didn't get our money back until 2005. Then we lose almost 40% in 2008. We don't get that loss back until 2010. We started over 10 years ago, and here we are right back where we started from. More significant than the money we lost is the time value of that money and the potential it had, even if we could have earned just a simple fixed interest rate. One extremely important fact we need to point out about this 15-year snapshot showing the market volatility of the Standard & Poor's Index includes the worst decade ever in S&P history. Now let's take a closer look at these two accounts. Account A on the left, illustrating a 4.5 average rate of return, grew to $193,000. And account B on the right, illustrating an actual rate of return, grew to only $150,000. How come there is a $43,000 swing? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the million-dollar question we need to ask Wall Street. And the math I'm about to show you isn't too complicated. It's not trigonometry or calculus, it's simple, basic math. And here's how it works. If you start with $10,000 and in year 1 get a 100% rate of return, you would double your money and now have $20,000. If in year 2 we experience a 50% loss, we're back down to $10,000. You need a 100% gain in year 3 to get back to $20,000, and in year 4, if we have another 50% loss, we're back to the same place we started again with $10,000. Well, after all of that, what is our actual rate of return? Our actual rate of return is we have the same amount of money we started with, right? $10,000. But here's how Wall Street would like to package that deal and sell it to you. They take both positive growth years, 100 plus 100, which equals 200. They take negative 50 plus negative 50, and that's negative 100. 200 minus 100 is 100. How many years did we expose our money to market volatility? 4. And believe it or not, we averaged a 25% rate of return in this particular example while realizing the actual rate of return of 0. This is why people will look at their IRA statements or their 401k balances and they will call their brokers on the phone and ask the question, how am I doing? And their broker says, hey, we're doing great. We're averaging 5, 6, 10, or 12% or higher, whatever it may be. And in actuality, they may be going backwards and don't even know it. Now, what if there was a solution to this problem? What if there was an account C? Okay, so you're 2/3 of the way done. Just one more video to go. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you what can happen when we eliminate loss from the equation and actually show you how to participate in any period with a gain and how not to participate in any period with a loss.